We're in love with broken things, not because we miss them, but because they seem realer. Film grain filters on Instagram, weathered textures on digital albums, AI, handwriting generators. These are all artifacts sold as authenticity. What was once a flaw is now a feature, a shortcut to souls. We don't want perfection anymore. We want the patina of something that has lived through us. Benjamin talked about aura, that ineffable weight of tradition. Now we digitize it, reproduce it, sell it back to ourselves as if it's the real thing. The scratch on a vinyl record once meant you touched something human. Today, it's an algorithm mimicking emotion. We've outsourced our memory to machines, and those machines pretend to remember how humans feel.
The Yamaha QA-10 of 1992 was a groundbreaking portable sequencer that democratized music production, offering real time.
In the early days, computer music engineers wanted to make machines less robotic, not more human. MIDI sequencers introduced a feature called Humanize, which randomly adjusted timing and velocity to mimic imperfection. It was an attempt to bridge mechanical precision with human performance, faking a natural flaw in pursuit of emotional truth. But now that logic has become a currency, traded in deepfakes and AI, voice clones that sound convincingly like your grandmother or your ex. We are in a simulation arms race. Every new medium creates its own flaws, grain, distortion, compression artifacts. Then we copy those flaws into the next generation of tools as if they were sacred. Instagram's film filters don't look like old photos so much as old Instagram posts from 5 years ago. The cycle is self-replicating. We don't want to remember how things felt in real life. We want to remember what our algorithm told us felt real. Roland Barthes warned us about this. He called it the artification of decay. We no longer see memory as loss, but as a product to be designed. Filters, voice clones, and nostalgic interfaces all sell the same thing: the illusion that we're remembering something real. But in truth, these are curated emotional experiences sold back to us like souvenirs from a life we never lived.
Big tech is scrambling to slow down its use of AI. Major companies have already exhausted their annual budgets, and some say it's getting more difficult to justify the costs. Get this, one consultant told Axios a client accidentally spent $500 million on AI in just a month.
technopoly, that system where technology dictates not just tools but values, promises us something it can't deliver soul. Neil Postman warned this would happen, describing how a society becomes so enamored with its machines that it forgets what made life meaningful in the first place. We are sold not just efficiency, but the illusion of humanity. The result: a culture that clings to artificial traces, retro fonts on smartphones, vinyl records pressed for people who never owned one. As if mimicking Decay, just this week, tech companies are facing a reckoning over AI, spending billions poured into systems that promise to think for us. But the deeper issue is how we're already being sold a false past. Companies create Fox nostalgia by using vintage aesthetics and curated retro algorithms in apps like Instagram filters or Spotify playlists. What they're really selling isn't music or memories, it's compliance. The illusion of history becomes a distraction from the reality that our data lives. Consider what this simulated history does to our memory. The past is no longer a place we experienced. It's now something sold back to us in digital afterimages. We pay for cloud storage with curated photo albums and AI, generated memories of events we never lived through. The commodification of nostalgia becomes the final stage, not just remembering, but being remembered by machines that don't understand what memory even means.
The wides can operate at its highest control speed when in production. Electronic drive means controlled acceleration and deceleration. The result? Better rugs and more of them. The need for higher control speeds brought about the development of this cotton loom that runs 24% faster than the older one it replaced, but turns out 40% more cloth.
The death of real decay begins where our relationship with time fractures, when code simulates patina and algorithms fake the wear that once told real stories. A cracked vinyl record, a faded photograph in an album, these were once silent witnesses to lived moments. But today we no longer need real decay. Software can generate it on demand. The problem isn't just nostalgia. It's the erasure of time itself from how memory is now represented. The power store. The power store, even as the past becomes a curated product. Its meaning is lost in translation. We are not preserving memory. We are manufacturing trust in it. Institutions like the Library of Congress digitize and migrate files endlessly to keep them alive. But they can't save time's imprint from being overwritten by algorithmic nostalgia. What survives is no longer what was real, just what feels familiar. Barthes warned that photography's true power lies in that has been But now, even that is algorithmically constructed. We are no longer bound to the physical object. We have perfect digital copies, endlessly migratable and re-editable. The result: a world where authenticity dissolves into simulation, when every artifact can be retouched, when every surface is programmable. We lose not only memory, but also our ability to trust it.